right, class, settle down. Hey, Mr. Johnson, quiet. Now, as you can tell, your regular instructor is out today. I am going to be your instructor on how to slay vampires. My name is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. All right, let's calm down. Yes, my name is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm going to explain this one time, and then I want all of you to shut it, and we're going to talk about slaying vampires. Now, there was a little confusion in the Destiny department. The role of Slayer was supposed to go to a young high school cheerleader, and instead it went to me. But fate is funny. So anytime I go out to slay vampires, I turn into this. So, sue me. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's not weird. What I'm going to tell you is that I am effective. I have destroyed more vampires than any one of you wannabes out there. And if any one of you want to test me, I can take you out with one pom-pom tied behind my back. Now, the first rule of hunting vampires is surprise. And yes, this look is a wonderful surprise. You come up looking like this, talking like this, and the most vampires will freeze. That's all you need. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about getting your look on. What I'm talking about is the true surprise of vampires, and that's sunlight. Now, if you can, destroy the stupid creatures in the day. This walking around at night is for the birds. Now, you will have to do it because, of course, you can't always find the nests in time. But if you know where they're located, drag their corpses out into the sun and let the giant ball of fire take care of them. Why go and hunt them at night when they're active and at their peak power? Now, this is what you all need to understand. There are different kinds of vampires. Who here has actually read Bram Stoker's Dracula? You, the nerd in the class, of course. Well, as you should know if you had done your reading, Dracula can walk around in the day, but he is greatly reduced in power. He cannot shapeshift. So even then, you have a critical advantage going after for these critters during the day. And yes, if you need to, dress like this to surprise them. I don't really have a choice. It's magic. This used to be my suit. I had to go out and take care of some vamps at the last minute. Usually it turns back into my suit, but not always. Now, what are you going to do if you can't find the nest? First of all, that's the wrong question. The question is, how do you find the nest so that you can destroy them? And it is victims. It's the sad truth. We don't know that there are vampires around until one of them has already destroyed one of our loved ones. It's awful, but it's true. When there is a killing, that is your sign. You put that on a map. You plot that into Google Maps. You do whatever you need to do. You find that vamp. The one thing you know is that they're sleeping in the dark. Now, yes, most of them prefer to sleep in a coffin in a graveyard. But is that a requirement? No, it is not. They could be anywhere. I once found a vamp in one of those steel covers that you use for tools in the back of a pickup truck. That was quite a surprise for him when I went looking for the screwdriver. But they can be anywhere that's dark. Now, they're going to prefer somewhere that's secure, somewhere that you can't get to. So look for that. If you're in a graveyard, look for the mausoleum as opposed to the solitary grave. Most of these vampires cannot turn to mist. Some can, but most can't. So in reality, would they be safer if they're 6 feet under? Yes. But they have to dig their way out of 6 feet every single night, and they don't want to do that. They just want to be somewhere secure. Now, what you do is you go to the mausoleum, you find the one that's been disturbed. No matter how quiet and stealthy they think they're being, they all leave a trail. You can find it with a little garlic. Garlic does more than disrupt their biosynthesis, life force, whatever it is. Garlic will react to their presence. So if you hold a little garlic nearby, the closer you get to the vampire, the more it will react. And that is your homing beacon. Garlic is your friend, and it's inexpensive. So, once you find where they're hiding, that's when you want to have your steak ready. You want to have your steak ready, and you get ready to drive that right into the heart. Before you leave today, we have a dummy set up. We are going to practice stabbing through the heart. Now, they look like corpses when they're asleep in the day. How do you know that they are vampires? When you stab them, they'll scream. Every time. It doesn't matter what kind of vampire, how desiccated they are. When you drive a stake through their heart, they will scream. Now, most vampires will at that point turn to dust, and you're in good shape. But some of them will simply be put into a torpor. They will be put into a suspended animation. This is the more powerful vampires. They are the ones you have to watch out for. If you find that you stake a vampire and it still is just a desiccated corpse, you still have some work to do. One, if you do have sunlight, you can drag them out into the sun. That'll take care of it. Two, if you want to be sure, you cut off the head, you fill the mouth with garlic and salt, you sew it shut, and you burn the body. If you don't, if you just burn the body, a little bug will come out, and that bug will be that vampire a few weeks from now. That is why head, salt, garlic, burn. Okay? It matters. If you don't do it right the first time, that vampire is going to show up, and they now know what you're doing. Now, do I have any questions from the class? Do I have any questions from the class that do not have to do with my chest? Bobby. No, I will not go out with you. Do I have any questions about vampires? Drake? That is a good question. Do holy symbols work? Yes, but only if you have faith. If you have faith in that particular denomination, you can channel it through a holy symbol of your choice. You can channel it through a crucifix, Star of David, a Buddha symbol, whatever your faith is, but it's gotta be strong or it will just annoy the vampire. One of my personal favorite tricks, I'm Jewish myself, is have a crucifix. The vampire thinks there's nothing going on. They try to reach and grab at me. Boom, Star of David in the face. Psh, burn. Does holy water work? Again, only if you have faith. Now, holy water is a little different. It will sting them if it was properly blessed by a priest, but it is still your faith that turns it from just a sting to a burn. Okay? Now, I want all of you to line up. We are going to start practice that stabbing. Any other questions about vampires and not what's between my pants? Let's get started. Thank you so much for watching Roleplay Riot. I couldn't resist doing this cosplay. One of my lovely viewers, his name is Pup. Hello, Pup. Sent this outfit to me as a joke, and I couldn't resist doing this cosplay. If you would like to send me something, you can go to roleplayriot.com. That will take you to all of my links, including my Amazon wish list, or my Amazon link is right below. And